have a look at the Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly, as they get ready to match up with the Green Bay Packers. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. This defense for the Packers, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Second down, back to Sanders. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
No gain on the play there, second down.
And when the defense wins and gets up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Mike 17.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. That's swung out wide to Sanders. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. First down and much more here for Jones. And down to the 28-yard line. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Eagles are going to take over. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Going for it with Sanders. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll toss to Jones running left. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 40 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just
touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 25th touchdown. Tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points. Wilson hit, it's loose, it's out, fumble, and the Packers pick it up. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this, it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. Back to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Packers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into
are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Now Wilson on first down, rolling to his right. Room to run past midfield, and he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. 21-0 our score after 1. On first down, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw again is Wilson. Flush to his right. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Forced out to his left. Finding room to the 20. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. As Sanders has it pumped free, and the Packers pick it up. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the
and now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
The Eagles on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3. Throwing is Wilson. And that's going to be caught front. Eagles touchdown. Great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles get a score closer. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. To the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this is caught by Williams. 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Packers. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns in 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Check. Everyone, 37's the mic. Mike 37. Roll
10. Play action. Now Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. No gain on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 10.
That was a
that window closed quickly. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On second down, Staley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They go play action now. Wilson. He'll buy some time right. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
Now a throw here, hauled in. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing again here, Wilson. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the pass. To go in the first half. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Now Wilson. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously won this.
And this is caught. Touchdown. Stephon Diggs. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Eagles get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead will be cut down to 14. And Lambeau now after the touchdown will kick this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Good job there getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
A run with Jones on first down, not going to yield much. A yard tops. Second down coming up. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. He'll drop to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points. While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A great effort there as time expires in the first half. And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they get the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Back to throw here. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Josh Allen able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. They'll drop to throw. This complete to Jones. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big play there for Green Bay. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Second and 1. And he fires one incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
One. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down. So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend the lead out to 24. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They go play action with Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. Then into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches.
Oh, now backing up, and he's out of the end zone. The referee was right there to call it, and that is a safety. Well, Charles, I've heard of backing up to avoid the rush. I think this takes that to a whole new level.
And not upper level either.
That's taken on the 25. Oh, good return up past the 30.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. Come on, boys. Come on.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 94 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. This is Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
47 is the mic. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
The give is to Jones. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. Uncorks one for Davis. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. With his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Packers get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And a big-time mess on the return. He's out of bounds. He won't even get this back to the 5-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Oh, now backing up, and he's out of the end zone. The referee was right there to call it, and that is a safety. And this defense continues to dominate. How about 2 safeties in one game here?
You don't even put that on your goal sheet. This is something that results when you're playing really well on defense, and the offense has nowhere to go with the football. Dominating performance.
And excellent field position here as this drive will start on the other side of the 50-yard line. On the give, this is their fullback. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
The end result was brute force on brute force, but think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least 1 blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a 2nd one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball, where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play, he did. So you got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
The Packers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Eric Wilson able to make the tackle. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. Watch the run, watch the run.
On second down now, it's Jones. And not much running room. Down to the 32. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. On now is the Packers punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Now Lawrence to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked off near the 29, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here 1st and 10. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Milton Williams there on the tackle.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On third down, Jones. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here now the punter, Fox, as he sends this one away. Get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. Now Lawrence on first down. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. 2nd and 11 now. They go play action. Good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a Scotian credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And a throw there going to be incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Packers D comes up with a big stop. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee. Well, Charles, it's one.